we're going to see what happens with this today. And number one's not here yet. Of course, it ain't 9 o'clock yet. Grandma's done feeding. Number one's not even here to feed her burns, so. Yeah, anybody that knows plasma knows that paint's fun, but it ain't worth knocking all that paint off for, so. I'm hoping to do this where I can salvage the most of it. Should be able to get the gussets cut off actually fairly decently and salvage both rims. I don't want to take the bearings off, so I'm going to cut them toward the outside. That's the part that would be used anyway. And center plates, it's just kind of have to get chopped up. Gonna have to at least cut them in two to get them off. But I'm gonna see what happens. By the way, yep, another one of those wet days. My nose just doesn't want to slow down. So, anybody that knows anything, I can't even talk this morning. The Thermal Dynamics Cutmaster 38. They say they'll cut 1/2 inch clean and they'll pierce 5/8. Well, it all depends on how slow you can move. I've actually cut 5/8 pretty decent with it, pretty smoothly. And I have cut 3/4 with it, but you end up having to break a little bit off. But it will do it. And the funny thing is, the bigger machines are the same size. And honest, I can't tell how old this is. It's probably 12, 15 years old at least. One of the suppliers we deal with, they're a pretty good sized welding shop. They've got a CNC setup with a 1 inch capacity, Thermal Dynamics. Looks the exact same. It's just sitting there next to a computer. So, anyway, I'm going to start on this and see what doesn't happen. Okay, one ugly cut. You see the rust and the dingle balls on that. It doesn't help any. And just put a brand new tip in. Because that's what the old one looks like. Didn't do it any good. It wasn't that good to begin with. It was due to be changed. And it won't focus to see inside. But this goes over this piece. This piece goes in. Another one comes over it to about my thumbnail. And then the tip goes on over the top, and then the cup holds it all on. See the swirl on the end? Yeah. If you're cutting clean metal, especially if it doesn't have any scale on it, it takes a long time to get them that way. When you're cutting dirty stuff, hey, focus back up. Where'd you go? Doesn't want to focus now. Come on, really? Really? Oh well. And you notice the color, it's all burnt. It should all be that color with the exception of a little bit of white on it. But anyway, it was arcing way off to the side and trying to blind me. I just use sunglasses when I'm doing this. You're supposed to use like a number 10 shade, which is regular welding helmet. But the problem is if you use that, you can't see what you're doing because all the bright light is actually on the other side of the material you're cutting. So you're only getting a little bit of it. And cutting through there, it was jumping all over. I imagine it's all the junk that's on there, plus, like I say, the dingle balls on there, it was jumping to that. It does that when these two pieces tend to short out inside. So I was getting flashed too much. Screw it, change it, and hopefully that tip will do it all. It might not. And I don't know if I'll use this to finish cutting that stuff off of there, or I might just take the oxyacetylene torch to wash that off. It's easier, more heat, but it's easier. But to get it apart, this thing's easier. So, yeah, more to come. Who came to the shop to visit. She spent most of the morning in the house, and Becky brought her out here for a couple hours. So she's looked like she feels better. Got it all cut off. I actually went ahead and used the plasma to wash what I could here. So I think I got into the shaft a little bit right there, but no big deal. Don't think I did anywhere else. Just got a lot of grinding to do there. And these bearings, after getting everything else off of them, of course the bad thing was I was blowing into them with some of the stuff, but I didn't get anything into the bearings. I just didn't do the seal on that one any good, I don't think. Now they feel rough. Not really, really bad, but not really, really good. So I guess I see if I can get some of those. I gotta get one off anyway, probably easier before I can do anything. So figure that out and go from there. Still gotta wash this side off. The reason I didn't cut any closer than that to begin with is that's where it was easy to get into. And it's kind of hard to see when you have something in the way when you're washing it out if you're going to get in too far. So that's how that is. And I don't know if I'll get you any more video today or not. I'm going to go in and grab some lunch and at least come out and finish melting that off. Take her back to the house once she gets off the floor. And give you a look of the day. There's your look. It ain't too bad. Could be worse. The sun was shining a little bit earlier and it's clouding over. Number one says it's supposed to be nice for tomorrow and the weekend, I guess. We'll see what happens. Getting down to where we got to grind some more feed. So, you know, just more stuff we're out of the shop for. Cows are laying down there in the bottom. I don't know if you can see it or not. Light's kind of funky right here. I can kind of see them. They're all laying there chilling out. They went through quite a bit of those bales we fed the other day. So yesterday, I don't know, day before, whatever day it was. So I think they're going to get started on night access to their hay. I mean, we're not that close to calving to have to do that yet, but where we know we're going to be pushing it hard on having enough hay, they will utilize what they have better. They'll eat what they need to and not waste as much. Some people say, oh, you're full of crap. No, it works. We were part of a study, I don't know, it's probably been 30, 35 years ago now that the college did. I want to say it was Michigan did it first. There's somebody back there who had been doing it, and they said, oh, that can't be true. So they did some studies, had everybody night feed to see how that did for daytime calving, and it works. I mean, it's not 100%, but you get a lot more during the day and a lot less at night. So it's easy to do it with the cows where we got the feed barn out here. Just shut the gate. And they really have gone through quite a bit. Yeah, she thought we'd have to feed tomorrow. I don't think we'll have to, but first feeder is just above the 10, second feeder's probably half full, third feeder's probably 3/4. But it ain't gonna hurt to keep them out of there. Less mess in there. More mess in a lot, but less mess there. And as long as they're on pasture, maybe they'll make more mess out there. Yeah, when the time comes and the 2-year-olds are where those steers are, we're kind of screwed there because we can't nighttime feed them. No way to keep them out of it. So, oh well, I hope you're all enjoying and having a happy Thanksgiving. Hey, here in Oregon, we got to watch it. More than 6 people in the house, you get arrested for that. Of course, they let everybody out of jail, so I don't know where they're going to put you. Other than, oh, hey, you're under arrest. You're under house arrest now. You go back to your house. Who knows what they're going to do? I don't see anybody getting arrested. County sheriffs and the city cops already told the governor to stick it because they're not going to do that. The only ones that have to obey her orders are state police. And pretty sure most of them aren't going to even think about it. So, oh well. Thanks for watching. And I don't know, my lunch might be turkey already. I'll probably just have something light. We're going to have dinner here in a little bit. Number 2 took some plates up to Becky's folks. She just left here, I don't know, 20 minutes ago, so she's probably third of the way there, I guess. And number 1 was out and fed and did a few things, and they left and go and have turkey dinner with Maury's family. So it's just going to be me and Becky and number 2. Assuming number 2 comes back. I mean, you never know. So, yeah, okay, that's enough. I gabbed too long. Thanks for watching, everybody.